and welcome to Weird-O-Rama. I'm your host, Victor von Psychotron, and all of us here at Weird-O-Rama will always strive to bring you the creepy. The strange. And of course, the weird.
I didn't mean any harm, I just stopped to get a drink.
Tonight's film is Carnival of Souls, a landmark of psychological horror, starring Candace Hilligoss and directed by Herc Harvey. Sadly, this is the only feature-length film Mr. Harvey ever made. He is best known for shooting educational short films. He also appears as the mysterious man in this film. It was shot in just 3 weeks for a very, very small budget, but it is widely considered a true classic of B-film horror. So, turn off all of your lights, lock all of your doors and windows, sit back, have a cup of tea, and enjoy tonight's film, Carnival of Souls. But first, a cartoon and a short film directed by Herc Harvey.
Up in the sky! Look! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's Superman!
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Only a nine, 1/5 of a dollar. You're just about to witness the most amazing sample of Toxicorian art the world has ever seen.
Sorry, old fellow.
Fine thing. Ace newspaper woman scares monkeys.
Ace newspaper woman reviews circus. What an assignment.
Yeah, too bad, Lois. Looks like a great night for a murder or fire or something.
Hurry! Just rang up with
That's your cue, Lois.
The show's about to start. Only a few minutes before the performance begins. So hurry!
This is a job for Superman. Lucky Lois. Always gets her story.
And luckily, she lived to write it.
Thanks to Superman.
Guess we'll have to finish the game tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow? I'm going to Mary's party tomorrow, aren't you?
A party? Why, I didn't even... No, I don't like parties. I never have any fun at parties.
I was kind of hoping you'd go. Parties are more fun when all your friends are there.
Cindy!
Well, I better go. I'll see you. Here's your ball.
Mother, why do you suppose Mary didn't invite me to her party?
Are you sure you didn't get an invitation?
Maybe they thought I wouldn't want to go to a party. They probably thought I wouldn't know how to act.
Hey, now, your name's Cindy, not Cinderella. You'll get an invitation to the party. There's just been some mix-up. Wait and see.
Oh, it's not important anyhow. Good night, Mother.
Good night, Cindy. Your name's Cindy, not Cinderella. You go to the party. You go to the party.
Cindy. Cindy. Wake up, Cindy. What? Who's there? I don't see anybody.
Of course you didn't. I'm not just anybody. I'm your fairy godmother.
Sure.
You don't believe me? Well, that's up to you. I just thought you might want to go to that party.
Oh, I do.
We've got some work to do. We've got to get you ready.
Oh, but I wasn't invited to the party. They probably thought I'd rather play basketball or go fishing or...
Well, you've been invited, all right. I've seen to that. And I'm going with you. But you mustn't tell anyone.
Not even Dennis?
Well, maybe we'd better tell Dennis. I have a feeling he's going to need my help, too. But hurry up or you'll be late.
But the party isn't until this afternoon.
It is this afternoon. Now hurry up, out of bed. Oh, what a mess. Oh, well, that's why I have the magic wand. Ready?
Oh, but this isn't my very best dress.
Oh, now look. You're not going to the party to show off your clothes. But you should be clean and neat when you go to the party. Oh, we'd better hurry now. We don't want to be late. Ready? Here we go to Mary's. Here we are.
Oh, I hope everyone is already here. I'd hate to be the first one.
I don't blame you. No one likes to sit and wait for a party to start. And a party can't really get going until everyone arrives. So whenever you go to a party, Cindy, always be on time. And when the clock says it's time to go home, be sure to leave on time. That's important.
Will my clothes turn like Cinderella?
Oh, no. But you can spoil the fun of a party if you try to make it last too long, so that everyone gets tired and bored.
Come on, Janet. Oh, look, here comes some of the others now. We're all getting here at the same time. Where'd you go?
Hi, Cindy. Who are you talking to?
Oh, no, and I was just thinking out loud, I guess. Hi, Janet.
Hi,
Cindy. Cindy and Bill, so glad you could come. Let's go in the living room.
Cindy,
Well, hi, Dennis.
I thought you weren't coming to the party.
I wasn't, but you'll see her, then you'll understand.
See her? See who?
See me.
What?
She's going to help us enjoy the party.
You are?
Certainly. See, they're setting up for a game of musical chairs.
Ah, but I don't like to...
There. That's the way to have fun at a party. Join in the game. A party calls for teamwork. Why, nobody will have any fun unless everyone joins in. So join in wholeheartedly in any game suggested, and you'll all have a lot more fun.
Everybody get up.
Oops. Remember now. Don't be too noisy or rough. And don't break things.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah, and you lost your chair, too. You're out of the game. That's what you get for bumping into things.
Oh, she's only kidding.
I know, but don't tease or make fun of others. Not even your very best friends. They might not understand. Why, if they thought you were serious, their feelings would be hurt. And then neither of you would have any fun. Now, would you?
All right, Fairy Godmother. Uh-oh, the music's starting.
What do I do?
Why, just what you have been doing. Obey the rules of the game and be a good loser. Bye now.
Stand up.
Come on, Cindy.
Come on. Come on, Cindy. Come on, Cindy. Come on, Bill. Come on, Bill. You come here.
No, you beat me.
It's a tie.
Hey, that was fun. Actually, you won.
Sure she did. But here, Cindy, you show him what I whispered in your ear.
Just as I sat down in the chair, she said, "Be a good winner."
And she was. See how much fun it is when you join in the games in the right ways?
I just hope I can remember the right ways you've shown us.
That's easy. Just remember your manners. Be polite. And above all, be considerate of others. So have fun together.
Come on, you guys. We've got another game.
Have fun.
Come on, let's go. Come on, over here. Let's go. Come on. Anybody want ice cream and cake? Here, Cindy. Here, Dennis.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Mary.
Mary. Where's...
Here I am.
Wait a minute. Don't write anything. I bet I know what you were going to tell us. Remember our table manners when eating.
Oh, now you spoiled my fun. I wanted to write it for you. Now you won't think I've been any help to you.
Oh, you've been a big help, Fairy Godmother. I've enjoyed the party, so go ahead and write it for us if you want to.
Sure, we want you to write it for us.
You do? May I? Remember your table manners. You didn't really need my help. You knew it already. I guess you don't need me anymore. I may as well be going.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. You can't see or hear fairies unless you need them. And you don't need me anymore. But you will remember to leave on time, won't you? And you'll remember to thank the hostess.
And whenever we go to any more parties, we'll remember to be clean and neat and to be on time.
And we'll be considerate of others, too. We'll join in the games.
And to obey the rules.
And make fun for everybody, not fun of anybody, or be too noisy or too rough.
And we'll remember our table manners when eating.
You'll always have fun then, because parties are fun when everyone is considerate of others. Goodbye now.
Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go.
Cindy!
Don't go.
Wake up, Cindy!
Oh, Mother, I just dreamed that...
Cindy, here's Mary's sister, Nancy. She just came by to tell you that she was supposed to deliver your invitation to Mary's party 3 days ago, but she forgot. Wasn't it nice of her to come by so early this morning to tell you about it?
Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Joe, drag your foot, boy. Look what we got here. Hey, you want to drag, huh? Rev it up. Come on, man. Get ready.
How to drive. Just watch me. high as this river is right now, and with all the mud and sand it's carrying, they may never find that car.
Three hours.
Yeah? Not sure I want to find that car now.
This sand and with that current, we may never find it.
Yeah, all I guess we can do is keep trying.
Get down there.
It's Mary Henry.
Are you all right?
How'd you get out?
Here, put this on. We better get you back to town.
What about the other girls?
I don't remember.
Is this like the one I'll be playing in Utah?
It's quite similar. I supervised the installation myself. The accident won't delay your going, will it?
No. I'm leaving this morning. There's nothing I can do here.
That's right. Well, Mary, you'll make a fine organist for that church. Be very satisfying to you, I think.
It's just a job to me.
Well, it's not quite the attitude for going into church work.
I'm not taking the vows. I'm only going to play the organ.
You want more than that? Of course, it doesn't pay much, but, well, at least it's a start. Are you driving by Benton to see your folks?
No, I can't. I must hurry. I've got to leave. I'm going to drive straight through.
Mary, it takes more than intellect to be a musician. Put your soul into it a little. Okay? Good luck, Mary. Stop by and see us the next time you're in.
Thank you. But I'm never coming back.
I don't know about that girl.
How do you mean?
Day before yesterday, she was the only one of 3 girls to survive an accident. You'd think she'd feel a little something like humbleness or gratitude.
Never know what she thinks. She's always kept pretty much to herself.
Yeah, maybe in her place I'd do the same thing. Just pick up life again.
Well, she's so quiet-like, she fools you. But she's a tough-minded little thing.
I guess that's what it takes to survive. But I still say she's behaving strangely.
Well, if she's got a problem, it'll go right along with her.
Yep.
Can I help you?
Fill it up.
All right. Have anything else, lady?
Could you tell me what that big structure is back a few miles by the lake?
Oh, you mean the old bathhouse? That used to be a pretty ritzy place in the old days. Then the lake went down and they made a dance hall out of it. Then they put those buildings up out there and made some sort of a carnival there for a while. That's years ago, though. Just stands out there now.
I see. I have an address here of a rooming house. Could you direct me?
Oh, sure. Well, that's just right over here a little ways.
Been saving it for you since I got your letter. Could have rented it yesterday if I'd wanted.
Oh, it's fine. It's just about what I expected.
I knew you'd like it. There ain't no regular rooming house, you know. I only got you and Mr. Linden across the hall. Each room's got its own private bathroom, too. You can take all the baths you want. I'm not one to fuss about things like that.
Thank you. I think I'll be quite comfortable.
Well, hope you'll stay a while. I'm downstairs in the back part of the house, so if there's anything else you need, guess it'll have to wait till morning. Right.
Good night, Mrs. Talbot.
And this, Miss Henry, is our pride and joy.
You know this was made in the same town where I've been studying.
Of course. That's where we heard about you. Oh, by the way, you have found a place to stay.
Yes, I have a room.
Good. Well, we hope you're going to like it here. We're not the largest church in this area, of course, but we have a nice congregation. We'll have to have some sort of reception. They'll want to meet you.
Couldn't we just skip that?
Skip that? I don't suppose it's an absolute necessity. I don't know what some of the ladies will say.
If they say I'm a fine organist, that should be enough, shouldn't it?
Well, yes, of course. We'll let it go at that for the time being. But, my dear, you cannot live in isolation from the human race, you know.
Mind if I try this now?
I want you to. Next door at the manse, if you need me. What do you see?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. I've practiced the whole afternoon and it's gotten me in a mood.
You need some fresh air. I've got to make a call out past the lake. Would you like to come along for the ride?
You know that old pavilion out there?
Mm-hmm.
Will we pass it?
Go right by it. Stop and look at it if you like.
I would, with you along.
Good. This used to be quite a place. It's been deserted for a long time now.
Will you take me in?
My goodness, no. It isn't safe out there anymore. That's why they put up this barrier.
It'd be very easy to step around it.
What attraction could there be for you out there?
I'm not sure. I'm a reasonable person. I don't know. Maybe I want to satisfy myself that the place is nothing more than it appears to be. Would you take me out there?
No. The law has placed it off limits. Wouldn't be very seemly for a minister to break the law, would it?
No. Maybe I can come back some other time.
Shall we go along now?
That'd be you.
Good evening.
That organ playing must take a long time. You've been gone most the whole day.
I went for a long drive in the country with my new boss, an elderly minister.
Oh, that must have been a kick in the head. I learned that from my other boarder, Mr. Linden. Did you get your supper? Oh, I forgot. Well, this ain't no boarding house, but I got some coffee and sandwich makings left. I could bring you some up after a while.
Good. I'll be taking one of those baths you're so generous with.
Well, take as many as you want. I ain't one to make a fuss about a thing like that.
I wondered when you asked me in. I'm John Linden. I'm your neighbor right across the hall.
Oh, nice to meet you. Would you excuse me?
Hey, I'm just wondering if you're not doing it.
Stand right there. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Mary Henry.
Oh, yeah, I know. I heard you tell Mrs. Thomas you haven't ate anything yet, huh? Well, yeah, I just thought, being neighborly and all, I haven't eaten anything either. I just thought maybe I'd ask you out to dinner.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you, but I can't accept.
I know. We haven't met or anything yet, but I just thought
I'm
in the
sorry.
same house.
You'll have to excuse me.
Look, there's a real nice restaurant, right down the street, and I just thought, well, I'm just kind of a guy that doesn't like to eat by himself.
I've made arrangements to eat in my room tonight.
Hey, if you change your mind, you just holler. Well, it's kind of lonesome in here.
Good night, Mr. Linden.
Miss Henry? It's Miss Thomas.
Who's the man in the hall?
You must mean Mr. Linden. He has the room across the hall.
No, I mean the other one.
There is no other. Me and you and Mr. Linden. Us three is all there is in this house.
But you must have passed him out there.
You're needing this food. Going about eating makes you jumpy sometimes. Maybe you heard the boards pop or something. These old houses creak worse than my knees.
I didn't hear him, Mrs. Thomas. I saw him.
Now, don't talk that way. I don't sleep so good as it is. It's these old houses. They're big enough so that you could hide a man in every corner. You just gotta not let your imagination run away with you.
Are you going out there?
Well, of course. There's nobody there. Now you just go and eat that sandwich I made for you. Don't drink the coffee. If coffee keeps you awake, it won't.
Coffee never keeps me awake.
Well, good morning. I heard your alarm. I knew you'd be up. Guess what I got?
I can't imagine.
Just what it takes to start the day off right. I make it in my room. You know, it saves me having to go out and get dressed up. I guess I had to get dressed to come over here anyway.
Oh, it looks just like what I need.
Well, and 2 cups of coffee coming up. Say, I guess you took her on last night about me coming to your door and all, huh?
I'm not a very sociable person ordinarily. How can I resist an inducement like this?
What? Come on, I don't know all those big words. I'm just an ordinary guy who works in a warehouse, that's all. I make pretty good money, though. Hey, look, I got a couple of shots left over from last night. You want a little bit in yours?
No, thanks. It's not the recommended breakfast for a church organist.
Oh, is that what you do? Hey, you mean they pay somebody to play the organ in church?
Some churches do.
Hey, I hope you don't mind about this. I just didn't know you're a church woman.
To me, a church is just a place of business.
Well, that's a funny way to look at it.
Why? People seem shocked because I took a job in a church, and I regard it simply as a job. I'm a professional organist, and I play for pay, that's all.
Thinking like that, don't that give you nightmares?
Strange you should say that. As a matter of fact, not for that reason, mind you, but I had the strangest feeling last night.
Yeah, I had kind of a lost night myself.
It's funny. The world is so different in the daylight. But in the dark, your fantasies get so out of hand. But in the daylight, everything falls back into place again. Let's have no more nights.
Or let's make them more interesting. Say, how'd you get to be a church organist?
I studied it in college.
I could have gone to college. Yeah, I used to play pretty good football, but they wanted me to take a lot of classes and things, you know?
Well, they're that way.
Well, I'm just as smart as the next guy. Yeah, but I just didn't dig what they were teaching in school, you know? And the thing I hated most was principal products.
Principal products?
Yeah, you know, like the principal products of Brazil are... coffee, beans, and snake oil, you know, like that. Yeah. When I was at school, I couldn't care less. Now, what I cared about was girls.
Didn't they offer a course in that?
If they would have done that, I would have graduated.
What's the matter? Can you still taste the coffee?
Come on, what do you think, I'm an alcoholic? Look, I just like to start the day off in a good mood, that's all.
You must be hilarious by noon.
Look, I'm just the kind of a guy employers want. You know, the happy worker. Come on. Did I make your morning happier?
This morning, you're exactly what I needed.
You're going to need me in the evening, too. You just don't know it yet.
I'll rinse off these cups.
Oh, no. Just spoils the flavor for tomorrow.
Well, thank you for the coffee. It was unsanitary, but delicious.
Well, should have put some of the germ killer inside. Well, I hate to leave so early.
I think you can get through the door.
Hey, you know, you got the wrong impression of me.
Well, I meant because you had so many things to carry.
Oh. Well, like I said, I hate to leave.
Well, it's been a pleasure, Mr. Linden, but I'm sure you have to get to work.
Oh, don't you?
No, I have the whole day free for shopping. Does the hem hang right and back?
We might change the hemline a little. The drape is just fine. Otherwise, it looks very nice.
I'm sure it isn't very chic to take the second dress, but I like it.
We altered a little here to make it straight all the way around. There, do you want to go back to your dressing room?
time. I believe I'll have you deliver the dress if you don't mind. I did say I'd take it. What's the matter with her? Oh, what's the matter with everyone? Why don't they answer me?
What is it?
That man.
I didn't mean any harm. I just stopped to get a drink.
No. No. It was that man. That man. There was someone else there. That strange man was there.
Now, look, you've had a fright. Hysteria won't solve anything. Now, control yourself. Look, I'm Dr. Samuels. My office is right across the street there. You've had a shock. If you would like my assistance, I'll be glad to offer it.
Thank you. Could I come with you now?
Certainly. I'll take her over to my office. We'll see that she's all right.
Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack. Promise to satisfy your hunger, your thirst, your sweet tooth. So visit our refreshment center now. Let's go!
Jim Rex? What's Jim Rex? Would you believe a movie audience guide presented as a public service by this theater's management to help you select your motion picture entertainment? Well, that's what it is. And we urge you to learn these rating symbols and use them as a guide for you and your family. G means suggested for general audiences, all ages. M, suggested for mature audiences, parental discretion advised. R, restricted, persons under 16 not admitted unless accompanied by parent or adult guardian. X, persons under 18 will not be admitted. This seal in advertising indicates that the film was approved under the Motion Picture Code of Self-Regulation.
I am here at the Carnival of Souls, and as you are watching the film, you may be wondering about...
Hey. What are you doing?
I'm here at the Carnival of Souls.
No. You're here at the Apple Festival in Napanee. Do you have a permit?
A permit?
Permit, yeah.
No, I have no such thing. I did not know one needed such thing. I thought it was at the Carnival of Souls, not a festival for apples.
Well, this festival is all about apples, okay?
Apples, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sorry. Is there something I can help you with, perhaps?
Well, I'm looking for a gentleman, pale face, sunken eyes, stalking a woman. Have you seen anybody matching that description, possibly?
No, but perhaps I could help. Ladies and gentlemen, I will let you get back to the film while we sort out this delicate matter.
It was more than just not being able to hear anything or make contact with anyone. It was as though for a time I didn't exist. As though I had no place in the world. No part of the life around me.
And then you saw this man.
Yes.
You'll excuse my back, but I wanted to get some of that written down.
I must have been talking for an hour.
Anything else? Anything you haven't told me?
That's all there is. That's the whole story. He's been following me. That's all there is to it.
It isn't that simple, though, is it?
What do you mean?
He could hardly have been in the park this afternoon, or one of us men would have seen him. And that night in the hallway, you said yourself the landlady came up a minute later, and she didn't see him, did she?
What are you driving at?
It's been less than a week since you were in a car that crashed into the river. How you got out of that, no one seems to know. But that experience must have been a serious emotional shock.
You think I imagined all of it, don't you? You think I'm insane?
I didn't say that. I don't mean that.
I'm a competent person. If anything, I'm a realist. I'm not given to imagining anything.
Hogwash. All of us imagine things. Have you never heard two men talking behind your back and imagined they were talking about you? Have you never imagined you saw someone you knew and walked up to them and found they were a perfect stranger?
I don't see what this has to do with it.
The point is this. Our imaginations play tricks on us. They often misinterpret what we see and hear. Do you agree?
I suppose so.
If that can happen in ordinary times, go a step further. Look what can happen in a high fever or following a serious emotional shock.
It doesn't seem possible that I could have imagined all of it.
Does this man, this figure, resemble anyone you've ever known? An acquaintance? Or your father?
No.
Do you have a boyfriend here or back home?
No, and I have no desire for one.
Never?
No. I'm surprised to find myself saying that. But it's true. I have no desire for the close company of other people.
Have you always felt this way?
I don't know.
Don't you want to join in the things that other people do? Share the experiences of other people?
I don't seem capable of being very close to people. I do feel that perhaps I am trying to reach out for those other things.
Do you feel guilty wanting them?
I don't understand you.
I'm not a psychiatrist, and perhaps I'm being clumsy at all this. But I am suggesting that perhaps this figure represents a guilt feeling.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Maybe. Frankly, I don't know.
Well, I know one thing. My imagination is playing tricks on me. I'm going to put a stop to it.
You're a very strong-willed person, aren't you?
I survived, if that's what you mean.
That old pavilion out by the lake. Somehow you associate it with all this, don't you?
I could go out there. I could put an end to that, too. I could go out
Now,
there.
don't be hasty.
If it is all my imagination, I could put a stop to it.
Maybe, but at least someone should be with you. Now, I can't
As you
possibly
say,
get away
Doctor,
now.
I'm a person of strong will. And the time to go out there is now. And if I have to, I can go alone.
Say, I don't want to get turned down again. I was thinking asking you out to dinner.
I stopped for a bite to eat on the way in. Anyway, I have to practice at the church this evening.
Well, look, how's about if I took you up afterward and we'll go someplace and dance or something?
I'm sorry. I'm not much for dancing.
Hey, you mind if I ask you a question?
I won't know until I hear it.
What, are you afraid of men?
No, I'm not afraid of men.
Well, you seem sort of cold. This morning when I brought you the coffee, friendly.
This morning I needed company.
Well, maybe you'll need company tonight. It's better than walking home alone.
Yes, it is. I should be finished around 9. Will that be all right?
That's okay by me. Say, I'll see you in church. Huh?
Profane. Sacrilege. What are you playing in this church? Have you no respect? Do you feel no reverence? And I feel sorry for you and your lack of soul. This organ, the music of this church, these things have meaning and significance to us. I assume they did to you. But without this awareness, I'm afraid you cannot be our organist. In conscience, I must ask you to resign.
That does not mean that I am abandoning you, nor should you turn your back on the church. There is help here, and I urge you to accept it.
Well, hi there. I've been waiting an awful long time for you. My car's just over there. I know just the right place to... What's the matter? Don't you drink either?
Not really.
Not really. How else is there if you don't drink really? Answer me that. Now, me, I not only drink really, I really drink. What's the matter? Do you like the music either?
I like it fine.
You don't like it. You don't like to dance, and you don't like to drink. And you don't like for a man to hold you close. That's it, isn't it?
I didn't say that.
You haven't said anything all evening. Why not go play that song again? You like it so much.
Hey, Johnny, who's the doll?
Nobody you know, chicken.
Oh, come on now. You've been holding out on me. That's not the kind of pig you usually drag around.
Now, you quit licking your chops. She's out of your class.
You want to bet?
Lay off, huh? I got something on the stove there, man.
Well, listen, I'll help you put it over.
I don't want her to think I even know creeps like you.
Good luck.
Meet someone you know?
Yeah. He's a college fella. He told me about this girl wanting to meet me. Wanted me to meet her.
What'd you tell him?
I said, how could I? You're my date, you know. He said you didn't seem to enjoy my company much.
That's not true. I really appreciate you taking me out this evening. I'd had a miserable night if you hadn't.
Forget it. Come on, here. Join the party. Drink up. Look, I paid good money for that stuff. It ain't poison.
I'm sorry if I annoy you.
You know, I don't get you. First you stand me off. Well, that's okay. That's class. Figure you got something, you just hold 'em back. Now, everything I say is okay. You're a mouse.
Yesterday I didn't care. Tonight I want to be with you.
Me or just with anybody?
With you.
Why don't you thaw out, But maybe you want to be alone, huh? I'll leave you alone
no,
if that's what you want.
I like being with you, really I do. I don't want to be alone tonight. I want to be near you.
You mean that?
Yes.
Why don't you and me get out of here, huh? You know, my room's only a couple of feet from yours. Ain't likely to get very far from me, are you?
No, gee.
We'll wake Mrs. Thomas.
That old girl is in the back of the house. She won't hear nothing. Honey, you don't want to go in there all by yourself, do you? It's dark and it's lonely in there. You don't have to be alone tonight. Just let me come in a while. Let me stay with you. You don't want to be alone, do you?
No. I'm sorry.
Look, honey. You ask me in, you dislike me a little, huh? Hey, what's the matter with you? What's going on around here? What's the matter with you?
That man's after me. You gotta stop him. He's after me again.
I'm getting out.
Now you ought to go.
Not me, sister. That's just what I need. Get mixed up with some girl who's off her rocker.
I don't want to be left alone.
What'd you find out, Doctor?
Not very much, I'm afraid.
I'm sure glad you just happened around. I was going to call somebody, but I was afraid to have to pay the bill.
I came on purpose. I've been thinking about her ever since she left my office yesterday. What's she been up to?
Only the devil knows that. I heard her moving things all around that room all night. Never heard such goings on. And she wouldn't let me in her room this morning.
She's a strange one. She absolutely refuses my help. I can't say that I blame her. There's something about her that completely baffles me. I've urged her to call upon me if she feels she needs help, and I hope she will.
I can't let her stay in this house.
You won't have to worry about that. She's determined to leave the city, and she wants to get away as soon as possible.
I hope she does leave.
I hope she can.
decided to leave, did you? Where you going? I can't refund none of your week's rent when you go off like that.
Sounds like your transmission. Can you pull it up on the rack? Okay, fine.
Will it take long?
Well, I have to check it first. Would you like to get out?
May I just sit here?
Sure. Suit yourself.
When is the next eastbound bus? When does the next bus leave? I must get on it. I want to get out of here. I want to get away from here.
Eastbound bus. Now loading. Gate 9.
Why can't I hear anything? Will you help me? I need your help. Just a moment, please. I don't belong in the world. That's what it is. Something separates me from other people. Everywhere. They're everywhere. They're not going to let me go. Everywhere I turn, there's something that's blocking my escape. He's trying to prevent me from living. He's trying to take me back somewhere. I can't fight anymore. I don't know what's real anymore. I came to you, Doctor, because you're my last hope. If you don't help me, I'll have to go back there. He's trying to take me back somewhere. Doctor, you've got to tell me what to do.
car's still over there. And then the footprints leading up to here. And then nothing.
We hope you have enjoyed tonight's film, Carnival of Souls. Please feel free to email us your comments about it. Also, be sure to check out our blog for information on tonight's film and other films soon to be showing on this program. So, for all of us at Weird-O-Rama, this is Victor von Psychotron telling all of you to stay weird.
Sudden, violent, unexpected. The daring daylight robbery that was planned to earn them a fortune. Sudden, violent, unexpected. The events that trapped them in a police net. Sudden, violent, unexpected. Death for the man who escaped with $250,000. His hiding place? The world's biggest circus. Now, a circus of fear.
Why should a criminal take refuge in a circus?
I can think of 100 reasons. So many people, so many different nationalities. Not very hard for a man to lose his identity.
So many people, so many faces, so many secrets. A circus of fear. Shiva! Look! Gregor, the lion tamer, whose face no man had ever seen, whose secrets no one had ever shared. Elliot, the police inspector, his job to find the killer and learn the secrets of this circus of fear.
Why are you looking at me?
Behind the glitter, behind the grease paint, the suspects, the circus boss, the ringmaster, the jealous knife thrower.
Will you, Pedro?
Get your hands off me!
Circus of fear. As exciting as the big top, as dangerous as a wild lion, dramatic as a face-to-face meeting with death.
Just what are you trying to prove with all these stupid questions? That justice can't be cheated, and that a man who kills in cold blood
doesn't deserve to live in freedom.
So what would you do?
Kill him!
Night of the living, the dead who live on living flesh. The dead whose haunted souls hunt the living whose bodily food for these ungodly creatures. Of the living dead. A bizarre adventure in fear. An experience in shock more shattering than your strangest nightmare. Night of the living dead. A night with the dead who cannot die. A night of total terror. Night